At Blackwell, me and Victoria wind up sitting on the freshly cut grass of the courtyard, going through all our photographs. My Polaroid photos are spread on the grass in front of our legs, little squares against the green lawn. In contrast, Victoria just has the camera on her lap, open to the camera roll. I'm pressed up real close against her side to peer over her shoulder. In retrospect, this feels a lot more intimate than it should. Maybe not us sitting like this, but just me being here with Victoria in the first place. I'm just used to seeing the Vortex Club obnoxiously taking up this space whenever we're out of class, during the mornings or at lunch, all huddled up, laughing at whatever. Of course, Victoria's included in that too. Now, instead of her sitting here with them, it's with me. Hello, Max, are you even listening? Yeah, Victoria squints at me suspiciously, putting her finger back from where she'd been prodding at one of my photographs. When I check, it's nothing special, just a general landscape shot of the boardwalk itself. Okay, not convincing. What did I just say? How much you like that one? I tease, and Victoria laughs in disbelief. You wish. So you're saying you don't? Victoria hums instead of giving me a real solid response, and I roll my eyes at her. Okay, so maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I am so right now. Sure you are, only because I had to jerk you back into reality. She knocks my arm with hers, and I huff softly, mock offended. A pout makes its way onto my lips. I am. After the shoot, Victoria had seemed a lot more relaxed. Or like, I guess the atmosphere is just more relaxed in general. I'm definitely not as tense as before either. Maybe it's the fact that all we have left to do is choose between our photos. I seriously thought that would be a lot more stressful. It's not. At least Victoria doesn't make it stressful. Stress-free or not, I rub at my eyes and I try to focus. We have to pick something for our submission. And now Victoria's staring right at me again. Feel real serious. With how close we are, all I can do is manage a sheepish smile. Okay, what is it? I want to know, just for reference, which one's your favorite? I blink at the question, not really sure I've heard it right. Victoria puts her camera down between her knees. My favorite, like which one I think looks the best? Not exactly, though that is important. I mean, personal preference. That's not really a hard question to answer, not at all. I already know exactly which photo comes to mind. It's just a little embarrassing to admit. I lean back on my hands and I draw in a long breath of air to prepare myself for the inevitable post-answer explanation. Well, it takes me a moment to lean forward again, just so I can tap my finger against the one showcasing Victoria, where she's turned to me, ready to speak and highlighted by the pedestrians behind her. That one? There's this hesitant pause in her breath, and I rest my palm against my jeans, wrapping my hand down on them. Yeah, definitely. What about yours? I counter before she can grill me about my choice, not sure that I can handle that just yet. Victoria straightens her shoulders, tensing up. I can feel it right against my side. She heaves a huge sigh, and just from that I can tell she's not particularly confident about any of them. Out of mine? Fucking none. There's a note of irritation in her voice, backed with just the slightest disappointment. I frown, peering back down at her digital camera. None? No way, they're so good. She pauses and hesitates. I know they're good, but they're not amazing or anything. I don't see anything special in them, nothing particularly remarkable. Just then she deflates a little. She sags down slightly, grimacing down at her camera and turning her head away from me. Victoria. It's whatever. I was thinking, I want you to submit yours instead. Oh, she's a bit insecure about her own talent, I guess. My heart freezes up in my chest at the words, and I sit up straighter. What? Victoria glances at me, swallowing dryly and running her fingers through her bangs. I watch the action, watch the apprehension flash over her face. What, Max? Are you like milking this for all it's worth? Defensive as ever, I shake my head quickly. I said you should submit yours. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Oh, and why is that? We've talked about this. There's this curiosity in her tone, but it's laced with something wary. She curls her fingers up in her cashmere sweater, and I bite the inside of my cheek. She's nervous, I think. Thought your photos looked amazing too. Thought we'd look over there longer. I don't know. Your photos looked amazing. I think this is safer. I should have saved again. It's the last page. Let's be safe. I don't know, I just thought we'd look over them longer. It feels rushed to be picking it right now. Victoria doesn't look amused at all. Rushed? It's not. I'm just calling it as I see it, and as I see it, Victoria bumps my shoulder first, and I have to press my hand back against the grass to keep my balance. Yours is a superior option. Geez, if you say it like that, you're going to make me blush. You're such a dork. You did a good job, and I'm pointing it out. So are you going to submit it or not? Victoria demands curtly, and I see her bend her leg slightly, digging her heel into the grass. She seems really intent on making sure this happens. I almost feel breathless at the trust she's giving me. Okay, if you really think I should, then I will. I agree quietly, and that's when I feel it. The way Victoria loosens up, muscles almost melting against me at my affirmation of her demand. I gently bump her shoulder with mine, letting her know that I'm here. I wouldn't say no. Good. If you don't win, I'm skinning you alive. I laugh bubbles out of my throat, and Victoria joins me. Wow, okay, aggressive much? Only a little. Do you think I'm joking? Rolling my eyes, I reach over to take the photo in my hands, running my thumbs over it. The sun feels warm, the grass is soft, and Victoria is heater than her ice cold demeanor would usually suggest. I let myself sink against her side. She rests her arm behind my back, palm flat against the grass, almost as if she's getting just as comfortable as I am. I don't know, Victoria. I think you're warming up to me. It's quiet for a few beats, and I wonder about the lack of a response, of another thinly veiled insult or snappy remark. You'd like that, wouldn't you? She finally counters, challenging me. When I respond, I don't even have to think about it. Maybe I would. Haha. Friday. I arrived to class much earlier than anticipated, too strung up to stand laying in my bed any longer than I already did. Not like I really got much sleep anyways. I'm positive I spent half the night just scrolling through my feed, watching acoustic guitar covers in some lame attempt to calm myself. Victoria had texted me this morning, reminding me to wake up as if I wouldn't do it on my own. By this point, I'm pretty sure those are just her nerves acting up too. I haven't seen her all morning, not even in the shower room. And she's not even here right now. I find it a little unusual. The class isn't empty, full of people I assume are just as anxious as me, and Victoria isn't here. I can't help myself. I pull out my phone. Are you sure you're not the one who needed the wake-up call? Haha, very funny. Are you in class right now? I am, and it's pretty packed. We're not the only ones worried, I guess. Definitely not. I bring my attention back to the classroom as a whole, watching everyone else with rapt attention. Everyone's chatting, but it seems a lot quieter than usual despite that. Where are you? Calm down, Max. I'll be there. I know you will. I'm just curious. I went out to get some breakfast with Taylor. No invite? I bite my lip to subdue the smile on my face, but I've gotta admit, breakfast sounds so good right now. I've been so plagued by my nerves that I didn't even think I could eat, with the way butterflies had been gnawing at my stomach. Ugh. Now I'm kind of regretting that. To be fair, I didn't think you'd be awake yet. I thought you need as much sleep as you can get. I blinked in surprise at my phone, before smiling and leaning back in my seat. Wowzers. Before this, I would have thought she was being sarcastic about that. Now I can definitely tell she's being real with me. Thanks, I didn't really get that much sleep though. I thought as much. Don't worry, I didn't either. At least you're getting breakfast to wake you up. Where did you go? You know that cafe down the street? Ooh, went to grab a nice caramel macchiato? I actually prefer vanilla lattes, but nice try. I cover my mouth, grinning at the screen in amusement. I'll remember that. Sure you will. Give me a sec. Guess that means Victoria's on her way. With nothing else to distract me with, since Chloe's not even here yet, and Kate seems busy chatting with Alyssa, I ruffle through my bag. My fingers graze the folder our contest photos in, and I feel my heart skitter in my chest, all the way up to my throat. Oh man, I don't know if I'm ready to turn this in yet. I pull it out, sliding my thumb down the edge. Suddenly, someone drops a white paper bag onto my desk, and I nearly drop the folder when I feel a hand settle on my back. Ah! Holy shit, chill. Tara's face comes into view, and she pulls her hand away from my back, crooking a brow up at me. Tara's standing right behind her, although all she does is flashes me a coy smile, winking at me before sliding away to her own desk. That leaves me at least 50 times more surprised. I don't know what to make of that. Victoria leans her hip against my desk. You okay? You look like you're going to shit a brick. You scared me, you jerk. Flashing me her teeth in a practiced smile, she just takes a sip from the drink in her hand. I wonder if it really is vanilla latte. Hey, I just came to say hello. That, and I brought you something. She gestures to the paper bag on my desk, and upon closer inspection, I realize it's from the bakery down the street. You brought me something? It's no 2 wheels breakfast, but check it out. I sip it off my desk, reaching it only to pull out a nice warm croissant. My stomach rumbles at the sight. You got me bread? It's croissants, Max. She sounds exasperated and I grin. So classy, Max Caulfield. Thanks, I wasn't expecting this. Victoria just gives me a non-committal shrug, taking a little sip of a latte. I thought you'd probably do something dumb like skip breakfast. Being anxious on an empty stomach fucking blows. Thanks again, you didn't have to. I just want to make sure you're not like dying. Don't worry, I'm not planning on it. I take a bite out of the croissant, sighing contentedly. It's no 2 wheels, but it's something. Victoria checks her phone, glancing over my shoulder, right where her seat is. I follow her gaze over to Courtney and Taylor. You can go back to your friends if you want. She makes a face at that, sucking at her own teeth. They can wait. She says this offhandedly, like she didn't just put me before her buddies. How nervous are you? The golden question. By now, I'm positive she knows how I'm feeling. A bunch. I mumble, but honestly, I do feel a little better that Victoria's here. Not surprised. I am too. Victoria sighs and opens her mouth to say something else, but before she does, I hear Courtney call out for her again, and she thins her lips out and sighs in minute aggravation. It just makes me smile. You should go. They're waiting, and I'm pretty sure you already spent enough time with me. Oh please, you see that like it's a bad thing. My eyebrows rocket up, and I almost choke on my croissant. Victoria's eyes widen and she reaches forward, touching my back. Hey, don't die on me now. Sorry, I just wasn't expecting you to say that. So do you like spending time with me? I ask for clarification, and Victoria clears her throat and shifts on her feet. Wouldn't be here if I didn't. Consider yourself lucky. I do. After a long sigh, Victoria backs away from my desk. I guess you're right. I better go placate them before they start whining later. Right. Victoria turns to go, not before pausing for another instant. Oh, and Max? Save me a seat next to you. Oh, I didn't think she actually wanted to sit next to me, but that makes me feel a lot more at ease too. Yeah, I will. I definitely will. As I say that, I'd already dropped my messenger bag onto the seat next to me. Victoria smiles in satisfaction. I thought so. With that, Victoria turns and saunters away, back to her own desk. I still have time before class starts. I guess I should check in on everyone else. I've been so busy this week, I've hardly even spoken to anyone else. Let's talk to the others. Oh, Kate's gonna be mad at us or something. Max, hi, it's good to see you. You too, Kate. Nice to see a friendly face after my week with Victoria. Victoria Chase was your partner? As in, she actually chose to work with you? Stranger things have happened, I guess. Tell me about it. I was surprised too. How did it go? Well, it was scary. At first, definitely. But it was still really cool working with her. Not only is she crazy talented, but I think she might actually have a soul. And I think we both enjoyed working together. Either that or I just got played hard. I'm sure she's being sincere. Wow, even Kate's being positive about her. Wow, Kate. Everyone has a soul, Max, even if they try to hide it. I wouldn't have believed it before this week, honestly. You can't judge a book by its cover, right? Victoria has a cool exterior, but I think even she can be nice. When she wants to be. It's possible, I think. Well, if anyone can bring out Victoria Chase's good side, it's you. Maybe you can convince her to smile more often. I can't promise anything, even I can't tell Victoria what to do. Miracles happen every day, Max. You're always looking on the bright side, huh? Sure. Anyway, I won't keep you, but let's get a cup of tea later, okay? I love that. Chloe? Huh. Stop my heart, is that Maxine Caulfield? Oh, don't even start, and don't call me Maxine. Relax, I figure you might be going by that now as a Vortex Queen sidekick. I'm no one's sidekick. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? I bet you've got her on her leash by now. Not quite. Unfortunate. You know, Rachel literally didn't believe you two were working together. She owes me $20 now. Not that I'm not baffled by it either. Did you have like a momentary seizure or something? Do you distinctly remember asking her to work with you? She's a really talented photographer, Chloe. It was cool to work on a project like this with her. Sneaky. Gotta establish those connections. She's actually not that bad, you know. God damn it, Max. I knew you'd do this. You're way too accepting of people. Seriously, Victoria Chase. She's not awful, Chloe. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Still though, you guys are for sure going to win. And once you do, Rich and I are taking you out. Sans your bitter girlfriend. What's this supposed to mean? She's not my... Yeah, but really, the dream team's got to go out this weekend, alright? Can't wait to celebrate you and catch you up on what you've missed all week. Carvorting with Victoria. I don't know what's going on anymore. Alright, you pain. What dialogue? I don't understand. Alright, you pain. In the ass? I don't know. It's a date. Talk to you later. Rachel. Hey, Max. Are my eyes deceiving me? Are you working with Victoria Chase? Well, yeah. Fuck me, I just lost $20 to Chloe. I thought we were both tripping when we kept seeing you everywhere with her this week. You may or may not have been tripping, but you definitely didn't imagine seeing me, Victoria. More flies with honey, right? Although, I wouldn't really call Victoria a fly, more like a feral cat. Believe it or not, she's been, well, full of surprises this week. You look pretty happy about that. Okay, we don't have to keep talking about you. Let's talk about me. Kidding, but I do have some big news. News? I'll drop the bomb later. Much later. When you're done being distracted with Miss Chase over there. Which, seeing as you're probably going to win the contest, might be never. You're way more confident about us winning than I am. Who knows? Maybe when all three of us are famous, we can all work together. I'm thinking badass art film. The set drama between me and Victoria would be iconic. Iconic, more like murderous. You should run the idea by her while you're celebrating your victory with crystal and crumpets, or however it goes with the Chase tradition. Rachel. I'm just making fun. Class is about to start anyway. Chloe and I'll come by much later if you're not, like, busy. We both want all the details of your week. I'll try. Okay. I guess Victoria and I aren't the only ones hoping to win. It feels like the longest hour of my life. Every time Mr. Dog moves at their desk, I think they're about to announce the winners and I jump a little. When they finally do stand up, clipboard in hand, I go rigid in my seat. I catch Victoria's gaze. She offers me an encouraging nod, expression serious. I know she's every bit as nervous as I am, but if she's still putting her trust in me, I'm sure we can do this. Okay, yep, yeah. Here, the photographer showcases the impeccable essence of mundane human connection, further highlighted by the backdrop of those experiencing the same. My heart skips a beat or 10. No way they're talking about our photo. The unique vision of this novice photographer makes me think that we'll see some amazing things from them in the future, and hopefully they'll continue collaborating with their partner. So I'm extra pleased to announce that the winners of the second annual Blackwell photo contest are Maxine Caulfield and Victoria Chase. Congratulations! We won! It seriously doesn't sink in, not even when I can hear all the applause from everyone, and Chloe's super obnoxious whistling. I feel shocked to my seat. None of it feels real, not even when I watch Mr. Dog pin our photo onto the board. Max! I turn to face Victoria, and now the rush hits me all at once. All the applause, the fact that Mr. Dog has called out both of our names with such pride. We won. We seriously won. Me and Victoria, working together. It's so well that I feel like I'm in a dream. And I pull Victoria in a hug, out of instinct, feeling her totally stiffen up in my grip. Oh my god. She groans loudly, and all I can do is laugh in disbelief, going to pull away from her quickly. She stops me by slipping her arm around my shoulders and squeezing it gently. Right before pulling away from me, I grin at her, cheeks flushed with excitement, and she smirks slightly at me. You're so embarrassed. You're so embarrassing. Sorry, She stops me first not, just grasping my shoulder and shaking me very gently. I know, we fucking won. Just as I said we would. I couldn't be any happier right now. It feels like I'm floating. I feel like I can do anything. All my nerves are on fire with adrenaline, and I've never been so proud. It all makes me think how crazy it was, all the worrying I did. I'm so glad to have had Victoria on my side, goading me on. I don't think I could have done it without her, not at all. Victoria's watching me, and she leans back with a tight smile. I told you we could do it. I know, I shouldn't have doubted you. It's just... God, I can't believe it. We did it, Victoria. Victoria's eyebrow twitches, and I can't read the expression on her face. And then she eyes the area behind me, and it takes me a second to realize that she's locked eyes with Chloe, and by extension Rachel. They're glaring at each other, and it takes a lot for me to suppress a groan. I slip my hand onto Victoria's and squeeze. Victoria rips her gaze off them and offers me another tight smile, forced. You look like you're having a few people who want to congratulate you. Should be congratulating us, both of us. I state this honestly, fiercely, and Victoria pauses and shakes her head, scoffing. Hardly. You should come with me and say hi. An awkward grimace marks her face for a second, and then it's gone. An unwise decision, Max, but you go ahead. Find me afterwards. The bell rings, signaling the end of class. I do stand up, going to talk to the others, and Victoria walks to the other way, heading to Taylor and Courtney. I glance over my shoulder at her, but I can't help but feel like something is off. Right before I'm distracted by another round of congratulations, of course. By the time it's all up, I'm sure a solid 10 minutes have gone by. When I check over my shoulder, Victoria's not there anymore. It makes me worry, even if it's probably nothing. Plus, she told me to find her, and I'm going to do just that. After all, it wouldn't be right if we didn't celebrate our win together. It took me a while to figure out where Victoria disappeared off to. Since I hadn't seen her out in the courtyard or even in the halls, that really only leaves one place, especially since I peeked out into the parking lot and her car had still been there. Not that I think Victoria would leave me. Why would she, when she specifically told me to find her? Now I'm standing in the dorm hall, and I pause mid-step when I spot the door to her room cracks open, almost as if she's intentionally left it that way. I don't hesitate at all in heading over to her door and opening it. I peer inside Victoria's room, gripping the edge of her door frame as expected. She's there, sitting on her bed, holding something tightly in her hands. I try to get a good look, but from my position, it's not exactly easy. Her gaze is unexpectedly hard as I tiptoe my way in, shutting the door softly behind me. Victoria? Victoria tenses up when I call out for her, prying her eyes off the thick book in her hands. She blinks and then sighs. There you are. Couldn't even knock? I wasn't sure if I should. Your door was way open anyways. I'm kidding. I'm not upset. It was just open for a reason. I just didn't think you'd show up so quickly. It was open just for me. I cross over to her bed and Victoria directs her attention back to whatever it is she's holding. It takes me a second to realize that's her portfolio. It looks so thick. She must have a lot in there already, despite myself. I grew a little worried at the sight. The tense set off her shoulders and serious slant to her eyes makes me wonder if she's upset. I would have shown up quicker. It's just, everyone wanted to congratulate me. A briefly amused snort escapes Victoria's lips and she pats the spot next to her. On a scale of 1 to 10, how uncomfortable did that praise make you? A solid 7, mostly because my partner wasn't there to share it with me. I take a seat next to her, the bed bouncing a little at the way I drop myself onto it. Victoria clicks her tongue and shrugs. You didn't need me to share it with you. Something about the way Victoria says that throws me off. It's resigned, as if she thinks she hasn't had any effect on all of this, on any of this, and she's just taking it. What do you mean? You're my partner, Victoria. I couldn't have done it without you. Please, that win was all on you, Max. Victoria slightly turned away from me, like she's trying to shield herself from me. My heart clenches in my chest at the sight. Does she seriously think she's had no part in this? No way. Victoria, you've had everything to do with this. We both did this. Victoria shuts her eyes and huffs, placing her portfolio back down on her lap. No, Max, that was your photograph that won. and you were the one who helped me take it. I mean, is that what you're so upset about? Victoria catches my gaze from the side, and her lip twitches as if something about that bothers her. I'm not upset about it. You deserved it. I'm just saying that I'm not going to take credit for something you did. And I'm saying that's bullshit, Victoria. I can't help it. The words are flying out of my mouth before I have the chance to stop them. Maybe it's because Victoria is being so ridiculous. Maybe it's because I can't stand the sight of Victoria putting herself down easily. Maybe it's because I can't stand the sight of Victoria putting herself down so easily. Victoria straightens up like a bullet at my words, turning to watch me with her wide eyes. Excuse me? I almost think that maybe I've gone too far, but I suck it up. I can't waver, not now. I said that's bullshit, okay? This whole time you've been goading me on. Without you, I don't think I even would have been so confident. Without you, I don't think I even would have been so confident submitting anything today. Victoria's eyes narrow, and then she licks her lips, waiting for me to continue. So excuse me if I think it's really ridiculous that you're not giving yourself even a little credit. Even if it's not your photograph, like I said, without you, it wouldn't even exist. Victoria doesn't say anything, and for an instant, I really am sure that I've said too much, but I don't regret it. Victoria needs to hear how important she is, even if it's from some dorky hipster, even if it's from someone that I'm pretty sure she's used to just competing against. Victoria needs to know that she's just as important, just as amazing as I've learned she is this week. Okay. Jesus, Max, I've never seen you so passionate. Victoria's eyes lock onto my face, and I suddenly feel very small at that way she's looking at me. Her face is totally unreadable too. All that bravado I felt from before feels like a total dream, like someone else was in charge of my body, stringing me along. Yeah. I force myself to speak anyways, and I just bite the inside of my cheek, curling my toes up in my sneakers. You just needed to know, like really needed to know. Victoria inhales deeply through her nose, and then she pries her gaze off of me. I still can't tell what she's thinking. Regardless, you do remember what I was saying about my portfolio? Yeah, I remember. Even if she stops, shucks. Even though I might be a big part of it, it's not like I can use it. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Clearly, not that I can hold it against you. Too busy being showered in affection. Victoria smirks, clearing her throat right after. But I suppose that just means it's not time for me to submit this yet. After all, none of the pictures I took are worth putting in here. My gaze is drawn back to the white book in her hands. It's leather bound. I wouldn't expect anything less from Victoria Chase. It looks so intimidating, and I bet whatever's inside is amazing. Maybe it does, but knowing you, Victoria, I'm positive whatever's in there is amazing. Okay, now you just have too much faith in me. Never, I'm totally serious. Victoria smiles briefly, and I reach out, brushing my hand against the side of hers. The contact feels almost electric. Victoria, on the other hand, stiffens up slightly. Can I see? I'll be stoked to see what you have in there. What? So you can shower? What? So you can shower me with more praise? There's this soft sarcasm in her voice, and I roll my eyes and beam at her. Maybe. Victoria seems to freeze, scoffing and handing it over to me. I take it gently, my heart full knowing that she trusts me with it. When I open it, I'm already astounded by the quality of work within it. As expected, Victoria is so remarkable. I think I'd almost be jealous if we hadn't hung out together this whole week. I can almost hear myself now. How can someone so awful have such an amazing portfolio? Only now I know Victoria's not awful, she's just insecure. As I flip through each of the pages, I realize Victoria's gone super quiet. I glance back at her, just to see her biting her lip, hands pressed against her skirt. Victoria, these are... Wowzer. You've got such an amazing eye. You think so? They're just my best ones, but honestly, they could be better. I shake my head immediately, returning my gaze to the book, right as I see Victoria swallow nervously. No, for real, I mean it. I never get to see your stuff, aside from like some assignments, but all of these are on a whole new other level. Victoria shifts next to me, and I feel her knee bump against mine. Thanks, Max. No problem. And I'm almost to the end of the thick book, though when I turn the page, I spot a photograph that makes my breath pause in my chest, my cheeks flushing, my heart does a double take in my chest. It's the picture of me yesterday, holding my camera in one hand and our winning contest photo in the other. Just like Victoria's, the pedestrians are all lined up behind me. But what I think sticks out the most is the dorky smile I have. Victoria. I can't help the surprised quality to my voice, and I look up from the photo to Victoria, who's steadily going pink. Oh god, you weren't supposed to. Victoria covers her mouth with her hand and reaches over to shut the book instead of letting her. I grasp her hand. I thought you said none of these pictures you took yesterday were worth putting in here. I managed to say, even though I'm positive I'm just as red as Victoria is. Still, I have to admit, the way my heart is beating isn't just because of shock. The fact that Victoria went and developed my photo, and it's in here. I did say that, didn't I? Victoria closes her eyes and sighs deeply. Ugh, it's a good photo, that's it. Victoria defends lamely, tone blunt as she tries to downplay her total embarrassment of being caught. I, on the other hand, can't stop smiling. All I'm thinking about is what it could mean. Don't get too ahead of yourself, Max. It's just, wowzer, I can't believe I'm in this. Well, you are, so... I want to say something else, to tell her how amazing I think it is, but she seems really embarrassed. She won't even meet my eyes. I just closed the portfolio. I hope you don't mind me injecting my opinion, but... Please, as if I could stop you from saying anything at this point. Victoria gains some of her bite back, and it makes me laugh a little, even though I feel like something's shifted in the atmosphere around us. I think it's amazing. I think you should definitely give it a shot and submit this to the gallery. What? You can't be serious. It's not ready. It might never be ready, Victoria. I mean, what are the chances of you getting it to be totally perfect? And you'll never know if it's ready or not if you don't give it a shot. When did you get so wise, Max? She sniffs, raising a brow at me. All I can do is shrug. Maybe I learned a few things this week. You're welcome. Wow, who said I was talking about you? We both share an amused glance, and then Victoria goes serious once, studying me. Okay, I will, but on one condition, Max. One condition? Like what? I want you to help me. For a second, I'm totally surprised by what she's getting at, and I swallow thickly. Help you? Like... You heard me, just, going through my stuff, being my second opinion, because, as you clearly stated, I'm apparently a poor judge on my own. No kidding. I joke carefully, although I'm floored by Victoria's demands. I fist my hands against my jeans, really thinking about it. And I decide that I'd love to help Victoria. In fact, I'd already been thinking of it before. I just wasn't sure if I should ask. It'd be good for the two of us, I think. Is Victoria Chase actually asking me for help? Max. Victoria says my name dangerously, and I just smile at her. I'm kidding, mostly, but yeah, of course. I love that. Good. Victoria relaxes and I watch her exhale softly, gently. And it won't just be you helping me. I'll do the same for you too, You will? I don't mean to sound so surprised. I guess I never do, but all Victoria does is nod, reaching out for her portfolio and resting her hand next to mine. Duh, I can't just leave you by yourself. If I didn't, God knows when you put your work out there. Hey. My chest rumbles with my slight laughter as Victoria teasingly jostles my shoulder with hers. Untrue, but okay. I like that. Victoria hums softly, and I turn to stare at her. She's giving me the same stare as earlier, serious, and I can't read it, not for a minute. It's almost as if she's searching for something. For the third time in the past 30 minutes, my heart does this thing again. I think I see her eyes dip down my face, and I open my lips to say something, furrowing my brows. And suddenly, she's kissing me, so quickly it's almost jarring. I'm pretty sure our teeth knock into each other, but it's offset by how soft her lips are, by how much my head spins. I'm so shocked I don't even have the chance to respond when she pulls away, breath staggered against my lips. Oh. As if I could come up with anything less coherent. I'm still trying to get a grip, trying to realize that Victoria Chase just kissed me. All I can see on her expression is the gnawing worry present in that cute crease between her eyebrows. Fuck, Victoria's jaw tenses, locks up, and I realize she's trying to backpedal out of this. So naturally, I react on instinct. She kisses back. Yes! I reach forward, pressing another kiss into her lips. It's firmer, and I make sure it's firmer, confident, positive. My chest feels like it's going to explode. The way Victoria gasps against my lips doesn't do a thing to calm the patter of my heart, and that's okay. After a moment, I pull away, and I manage a shaky laugh that Victoria returns. That could have gone a lot better for our first kiss. Oh, fuck off. I was just a little nervous, I can tell. Victoria rolls her eyes, and then she leans forward again, our noses brushing. The high flush in her cheeks makes her look even more gorgeous, I think. This time I slip my hand onto her cheek, brushing the back of her ear. Victoria's hands settle against my side, and I can feel the nervous tremble of her fingers. She's as nervous as Max. Whatever. We can work on that as long as we need to, too. Definitely. This time, when we kiss, we're both ready for it. Addicted to you. Well, I guess that wasn't so bad for Victoria and Max route. Well, I'm right now too tired to probably comment on how that went. I guess there were some cute moments, but some moments that actually made it feel, I don't know, the character itself, like how Max responds, like how Victoria is written here, like how she is, and how Max responds to how Victoria acts. I think that's something I didn't expect. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like a real Victoria. I mean, the story wasn't so bad. The way they incorporate both Max and Victoria as photographers, and the things they find in common, and maybe their different styles. Like Max is more like find a moment, take the shot, while Victoria is like kind of perfectionist, and well, she's not really like Rachel. She does take the shot when she needs to, and she like prefers taking pictures of people. Yeah, I'll probably talk more on that route in my review video, which I probably will do with some of the routes I'm missing. Like, I know like I didn't get the Rachel kiss, so maybe I will do that too, and I'll add on the review, because I'm recording at I'm recording this final part at 2 AM. My mind's not really there, and you can hear my voice is kind of so groggy. So yeah, the build up to that kiss though, not as good as the others. Like, well, I haven't played Rachel's route, but Kate's build up was good. Chloe's build up was also better. RDK, it could have gotten much better, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, I'll talk more about that in my review. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing me play Victoria's route and all the other routes. Stay tuned for my review video, I guess. See yas.